The Beggar and the King. Characters: the king of a great country, his servant, a beggar. A chamber in the palace overlooks a courtyard. The season is midsummer, the windows of the palace are open, and from a distance there comes the sound of a man's voice crying for bread. The king sits in a golden chair, a golden crown is on his head, and he holds in his hand a scepter which is also of gold. A servant stands by his side, fanning him with an enormous fan of peacock feathers. The beggar outside: bread, 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 give me some bread. The king languidly: who is that crying in the street for bread? The servant fanning: O king, it is a beggar. The king: why does he cry for bread? The servant: O king, he cries for bread in order that he may fill his belly. The king: I do not like the sound of his voice. It annoys me very much. Send him away. The king: if that is so, then why do I hear his voice? The servant: O king, he has been sent away many times. Yet each time that he is sent away he returns again, crying louder than he did before. The king: he is very unwise to annoy me on such a warm day. He must be punished, or his impudence. Use the lash on him. The servant: O king, it has been done. The king: then bring out the spears. The servant: O king, the guards have already bloodied their swords many times, driving him away from the palace gates. But it is of no avail. The king: then bind him and gag him if necessary. If need be, cut out his tongue. I do not like the sound of the fellow's voice. It annoys him very much. The servant: O king, thy orders were obeyed even yesterday. The king frowning: no, that cannot be. A beggar cannot cry for bread who has no tongue. The servant: behold, he can, if he has grown another. The king: what? Why, men are not given more than one tongue in a lifetime. To have more than one tongue is treason. The servant: if it is treason to have more than one tongue, O king, then is this beggar surely guilty of treason. The king pompously: the punishment for treason is death. See to it that the fellow is slain. And do not fan me so languidly. I am very warm. The servant, fanning more rapidly: behold, O great and illustrious king, all thy commands were obeyed even yesterday. The king: how? Do not jest with thy king.